Welcome back into the third and the final set of the J. Rouse Show. And, of course, you can reach the show at the JRouseShow at live.com, the JRouseShow at live.com. Now, I know this is a segment where we do our JOD, but I have some serious news here. I just found out that a young man committed suicide online, and that there were thousands and thousands of people who watched him, that some of the people even egged him on by calling him, and excuse the French, calling him a faggot and telling him he was a punk to do it loser. Oh my God. I'm hoping that they find some law to arrest these jerks. I can't believe people are as stupid as they are to sit back and do something like that. Unrealistic. Wow. Unbelievable. Let's switch gears here for a second. I have a story to tell you guys. I told you guys during the last segment that I had a story for you. And this happened to me the other day. I was in downtown LA, okay? And you guys know we have a lot of homeless people here in downtown. Crazy homeless folks. So I'm walking down the street, right? And it's this guy. Now, first of all, I smelt this guy, freaking 3 blocks away. But it's this homeless dude was just walking down the street. About 6'2", 6'3", tall guy. He's not that big because of the food situation, obviously, but he's walking down the street and he's yelling at nobody in particular, and he's not yelling anything audible. Okay, we won't try that again. But anyway, he was walking down the street just doing. That's all he was doing. And so here I am walking down the street, and before I realized it or not, I had already crossed the street, and I'm on the same side of the street as this clown. I'm like, oh boy, here we go. So look, I'm a big guy, man. I'm 6'1", almost 6'2", And the thing about me is, I love confrontation. I mean, that's just me. I love confrontation. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I am. That's how I get down. But I'm sitting there thinking, man, I do not. First of all, I'm not going to walk across the street away from the guy because I have too much pride for that. But I made up in my mind that I'm going to give this guy as much sidewalk as he needs to get on down the street, because I just can't have this confrontation. I'm in my business suit coming from a business meeting, and then here this guy comes. So I'm walking, I'm moving towards the street, giving him as much sidewalk as he needs. And so now this guy he sees me. And so here he is. And he's looking at me now. I mean, he looked like Leon Spinks in the mouth. He stinks all to be damned. And so I'm damn near in the street trying to give him as much sidewalk he needs. And this guy stops and looks me up and down and continues to scream at me. And I'm looking at, and I'm just walking. My eyes are at 12 o'clock. I'm walking straight, And I thought about that after this ended. I said, you know what? I think I just got punked by a homeless dude, because he screamed at me until I was way away from him. And I'm telling you, that's exactly what he was saying. That's exactly what he was saying. So I'm thinking that I just got punked by this guy. And look here. Because I'm thinking whoever saw this was like, that guy, that punk. But it's not like that. Let me explain what it's like, folks. First of all, like I said, I like fighting. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll fight you. But see, I fight dirty. Man, because, I'm an old dude now, man. I'm not like I used to be. I fight dirty. That means that I'm kicking, scratching, biting, poking you in the eyes, Larry Curly. I'm doing these things because I have 2 minutes to really put as much pressure on you as possible, because after 2 minutes, I'm going to run out of breath and it's going to be all over with. But I'm not going to bite a dude that smells like, doo-doo. I mean, I'm not going to put my mouth on this guy, and I don't want him to touch me. So I'm like, he's already taken away some of my secret weapons, because I can't fight the guy like I want to, because he stinks. But now it's time for the joke of the day. And since it's the holiday season, for today's JOD, I'm going to treat you guys, my loyal listeners, to an evening at the GOP Comedy Club. Let's roll the tape.
What did Chamberlain do wrong, Neville Chamberlain do wrong in 1939? What did he do wrong?
It all goes back to appeasement.
No, what did he do? Tell me what he did.
It's the key term.
You have to answer this question.
He goes,
what did he do?
It's the same thing. It puts it all,
well, tell me what he did.
About appeasement.
What did Chamberlain do wrong?
His actions enable, energize, legitimize. It's the exact same.
I'm not going to continue with this interview unless you answer what that thing is. What did Chamberlain do in 39? Tell me.
A bit of a slip up here at this town hall event in Richardson, Texas. This is north of Dallas. He was trying to tell the crowd that he's a proud conservative Republican, what he tells most crowds. But here's what he actually said here today.
I will conduct a respectful debate. Now, it'll be dispirited. It'll be spirited because there are stark differences. I'm a proud conservative, liberal, conservative Republican. Influence in the region to the detriment, I think, of every nation in the region.
Senator McCain. Senator McCain.
I'm sorry, the Iranians are training extremists,
Senator McCain.
not Al-Qaeda.
Joe's with us today. Joe, where are you? Where is Joe? Is Joe here with us today? Joe, I thought you were here today. All right. Well, you're all Joe the plumber, so all of you stand up and say... Senator Obama's supporters have been saying some pretty nasty things about Western Pennsylvania lately. And you know, I couldn't agree with them more. I couldn't disagree with you. I couldn't agree with you more than the fact
in my state of the union, or my speech to the nation, whatever you want to call it, speech to the nation. I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully. And America needs a military where our best and brightest are proud to serve and proud to stay. If you're a single mother with 2 children, which is the toughest job in America as far as I'm concerned, and you're working hard to put food on your family, rarely is the question asked, how is our children learning? Too many good docs are getting out of business. Too many OBGYNs aren't able to practice their love with women all across the country. I don't think you can be. There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. You fool me, you can't get fooled again.
She's not always responsive when she's asked questions and sometimes does slip back to her talking points.
That's why I say I, like every American I'm speaking with, we're ill about this position that we have been put in, where it is the taxpayers looking to bail out. But ultimately, what the bailout does is help those who are concerned about the health care reform that is needed to help shore up our economy, helping the... It's got to be all about job creation, too, shoring up our economy and putting it back on the right.
This moment will doubtless be replayed endlessly on comedy shows.
Voice song, Bomberan.
Joe, do you know Barack Obama's positions on Israel?
Listen, I know you want to really get some answers on this one. I'm just not going to help you out here, Shepard. Let people go out and find it. That's what I've been telling you.
This is Sarah.
Governor Palin.
Hello.
Thanks for the question, you little jerk.
Made to that president, but also they're in charge of the United States Senate. So if they want to, they can really get in there with the senators and make a lot of good policy changes that will make life better.
We're talking with people with blank slates in terms of history.
President Bush and Kevin apparently are interested in, excuse me, what they're interested in